Hey, good people, how you doing? David Taub here, co-creator of NextLevelGuitar.com, and I am so stoked to tell you about our brand new instructional product release. This is our Joe Satriani inspired Blueprint Lesson Series. We have been working on this for months. It is absolutely killer, and there is nothing like this on the market today. We go in deep. It's almost 4 hours of in-depth video lessons in HD, instantly downloadable, where you are going to learn all kinds of playing and soloing in the style of Joe Satriani. You know, in my opinion, Joe Satriani is one of the most influential modern rock guitar players, just the true revolutionary. Almost like a Jimi Hendrix or an Eddie Van Halen, except in more modern times. He's done that much for guitar and guitar music and certainly instrumental music. And so much goes into his playing and his unique style that we wanted to cover everything. So that's why we are gone so in depth in this series. You're going to learn things like fluid legato technique and how to bring that into your playing and use that with all kinds of scales and modes. You're going to learn things like his incredible two-handed tapping with using chords and arpeggios. You're going to learn modal playing, using different modes over jam tracks and how to bring that into your playing. Learn how to play like using Lydian mode and Ionian mode, major scales. Learn about the harmonic minor scale, Phrygian dominant, which is so Joe Satriani-ish, right? And all these things you can assimilate into your playing, use them in your everyday because they're so usable. And bring your playing to the next level and put your own spin on it. You're going to learn things like pentatonic and blues licks in this style because his playing is so rooted in the blues, and he has just such an uncanny ability to take those traditional common blues licks and put the rock twist on them, or to turn them into just catchy melodies, right? And his exotic melodies he comes up with, and his interesting chord usage. And we're going to go over all that, chord centers and arpeggios. We're going to go over tremolo tricks. He gets so much out of the tremolo arm and so many unique sounds. And a lot of this stuff, you can be learning it now, assimilating it, put it into your own playing. And it's not like this totally abstract thing that you won't be able to use. This is all very usable, and we break it down step by step in these video lessons. We play all the licks at slow speeds and regular speeds. We be sure we don't go too fast, because I know that's a problem with a lot of instructionals. They're just blazing through things at light speed, and you're constantly on the rewind button or hitting the back button or pause button on your computer. Here we take things slow, we break it down. All the lessons feature on-screen tablature, which is huge. It took me months to tab all this stuff out, but it's well worth it because as you're going through the lessons, you'll see it all tabbed out. You could stop, you could rewind, you could pause, you could pick up the lessons where you want and see it all tabbed out on the screen. That's huge. So the series comes with 3 parts. It's the video lessons, you get jam tracks, and you also get an ebook. The jam tracks, right? You're getting 2 jam tracks that I've built that are in the Satriani style. They sound very Satriani-ish, right? Which really gets you empowered and motivated. They sound incredible. They're wide open. I built them as a tool to use so you can apply and practice these techniques and devices and licks that you're going to be learning, and how you add melody. That's such a big part of Joe Satriani, his infusion of melody and how he makes things catchy, right? Remember, technique on its own is not melodic, right? It's not just what you play, but how you play it and what you're doing to it. And these are the kinds of things we teach you throughout this video series. How to make these passages melodic, how to add melodicism to your playing, right? That's what's so huge, and that's what's so amazing about Joe Satriani's playing. And Joe Satriani was such a huge influence on my playing and so many other players. I mean, what rock guitar player hasn't tried to play some of the licks in Always With You and Always With Me, or Surfing with the Alien, right? Who hasn't tried to play those? There's so much you can learn just by taking in just a few pieces of his playing, from the scales he likes to use, or maybe some of the devices or techniques, or the interesting use he uses pentatonic scales. And we go over all that in this video series: pentatonic and blues licks, major pentatonic, minor pentatonic. The other part of this package is you're going to get a killer ebook where I diagram out all the scales. I diagram out all the modes with color diagrams. I have in-depth lessons on whether it be pentatonic scales, minor pentatonic, major pentatonic, blues scales, all the modes, harmonic minor, Phrygian dominant. Everything is in the ebook, as well as soloing tricks for minor key, for major key, It's just an awesome reference manual that you're going to be using all the time, not just with this series, but with any series. And the other great thing about this package is it's an instant download package, and that has a lot of benefits. So once you purchase the package, you're going to be sent a link and a username and a password to our download platform where you go online, and then you could do several things. You could either stream the lessons, just hit play, watch them online from any device, using any device anywhere in the world, right? And or the other thing you can do is you can also just hit the red download button and you could download those lessons, and you could put those video lessons and save them on your computer, build up an archive, right, of learning tools, and then this way you don't have to be online when you watch them, because maybe you want to take them when you travel, or maybe you don't have a strong internet connection in some places, right? So you could also download them. You could download the ebook, you could download the jam tracks and have them in your own personal archive. And there's a lot of benefits to the digital download as opposed to like DVDs. You could start this right now. You don't have to go through the order process. You don't have to wait for shipping. You don't have to wait for the postman. You'll get the lessons immediately. You also don't have to pay for shipping charges, right? And you don't need a DVD player. And one of the huge things that also keeps drawing me into Joe Satriani's playing over the years is he's as melodic as he is technical, right? So this series is not just about mastering technique. It's also about melody and infusing your playing with melody and coming up phrasing ideas together. And like I said, you're going to learn tons and tons of licks and how to connect all the things he does together into melodic passages, and how to use all his techniques and devices, right, to create your own music and add this melodic technical aspect to your playing. Hey, let us know how you're doing in your guitar journey. Remember, your playing is an evolution, so stay positive. Keep up all that hard work on that guitar. Keep on rocking. We'll see you in the next lesson.